Hello everybody, today we are reviewing Tiny Island Life. Let's get started. Alright, so welcome to today's server review tutorial thing. So today we see, when I just joined the server right away, one thing I noticed is you can toggle the scoreboard with /FB toggle, which is featherboard toggle. Of course, featherboard is like the #1 scoreboard plugin. I highly recommend you use it, just my personal opinion, but I do not think you need /FB toggle on your scoreboard, because most people maybe make it a help message or something, because I don't think a lot of people are going to need to toggle the scoreboard. The scoreboard's pretty useful. I normally keep it on my screen at all times, depending on what's happening, because there's no reason to really hide it. I would recommend, instead of being TPS on the side of the scoreboard and stuff, maybe putting your rank name, and instead of ping, maybe putting like your on server currency or something, just to make it a little bit more unique to your own server. One thing I also noticed is in the tab menu, you have those two little brackets that have nothing in it. I would recommend putting something in it, because if I say hi in chat, you can see it's just blank and there's no ranks or anything, so maybe make it so it's exactly the same if you are in tab. There will be no like side brackets or anything, just to make it a little bit nicer. All of that stuff. So thank you for actually purchasing the featherboard license. That is very nice for not using a leaked version. So let's see what else is on the server. So let's go ahead and walk around. Now, one thing I've noticed is I'm a little bit confused on what to do at first, but you do have this nice hologram here that says you can get started by doing /info and create your own island with IIS. You have your Discord website, server shop, and player guide here. Of course, I believe these are just all links, if I am so right. Maybe the server guide will actually be a GUI. No, it's not. It's just a link in chat. And I can create my own island with /IS. So we'll go ahead and create our own island with /IS, and it has teleported us. So we are in the middle of the ocean, which I believe is poisonous if we jump in. No, it's not. Okay, so you have a little bit of a unique sky block here, which is pretty cool. Now I understand what you mean by Tiny Island Life. That makes sense. So assuming I can swim down here and take a look around. Okay, so you have a pretty nice thing here. So this is a pretty unique idea. I kind of like where you're going here. You can swim around. It's like Skyblock, so I can see the scoreboard over there, but it's a pretty open and allows you to do things pretty nicely, which is pretty cool. So you can swim around. You have a nice custom little island here. One thing I would recommend is maybe for different island ranks and stuff, maybe make it so if you have a rank on the server, you're able to create a bigger island, or like a different design of an island, maybe like a volcano island or something. Make some options for if you have ranks on your server and what they're able to have, because I believe that would make it out and make it very nice to enjoy and play on if you have multiple ranks on your server that have multiple different islands and designs and all of that good stuff, just like that. So I assume I can do /shop and stuff. I'm not exactly sure what you have on the server. So /shop is your regular shop, and you can get stuff on here apparently. And you have your token shop, which is like your upgrades, I believe, and everything. That's pretty cool. I would recommend maybe adding a few more information on each of these. Like, you have these basic like item shops and stuff, and I would maybe recommend making it a little more descriptive on everything. So that's just my main complaint so far, is I believe you could be more descriptive on what you do on the server. Add a few more like holograms around the place. Maybe add like a welcome tutorial. Maybe do maybe put some NPCs around here or something along those lines, because you have a gigantic hub, which looks amazing, by the way. Great job on your building, but I don't see anything around here to really do. You have a large hub, not that many people around. Maybe at a treasure hunt or something along the lines of that. I think it would just look a lot nicer is if you added something like treasure hunts, or something just along the lines of something relating to that, because I think that would look really, really cool to have. But overall, you have a pretty nice server here. I do recommend just keep working on it, getting some more players on, because there's no players on. No one's going to welcome you to the server. No one's going to be like, hey, we have stuff. And obviously the server is currently in beta, so I know you are still working on it, and I just recommend adding some more features, maybe making it a little bit more unique to your server, adding a few more like tutorial options or things that would guide you around your first time playing on the server and everything, just to make it a little easier to find things, a little easier to do things overall on the server. But very, very nice server, very nice builds. You do a great job on the builds, and hopefully you continue your work on the server and have me come back at some point where I'm able to create and review it again with something very nice. But before I go, I found something in here, and I want to take a look at it. What is this? So these are quests, so maybe make it easy to get here. So these are different quests, I'm guessing. So yeah, so every single one of these are custom quests, which is pretty cool. I do like how you set up quests. That is pretty cool. And I'm guessing I could have warped here, apparently. So apparently I could have warped here and I didn't realize, but maybe make it clear you can. Welcome to the resource world. So, okay, so you can do resources and gather stuff here. That's pretty cool. You got a captain here, and you can go to spawn, netherworld, end world, or back to spawn. What other crates do you have? You have ship, so I can warp to the ship. But overall, very nice job. You seem to have done a great job on setting this up and everything. And that's just exactly where I just was, and apparently I can do the exact same thing. So maybe make it so you can warp not directly to the resource world, but it makes you warp to the ship, which then you can click and warp straight to the resource world from the ship or something along the lines of that. Then you have your merchant, and that's just the shop again. So you could do /shop, or you could do merchant. Maybe make this a little more decorative instead of hiding in a waterfall near spawn. So overall, very nice server. Hopefully you have success with it, and let me know when you open into the full out of beta test, and I would be happy to hop on the server and to review it a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Noodles. I'll see you next time.